Okay, guys, I did it. I picked up the SKULLCANDY Crusher ANC2 headphones. And guys, these may have actually ruined every other headphone for me. Yeah, well, I got a lot to say, so let's just jump into it. How do they look? How do they feel? How do they sound? Guys, yeah, these look like a cool pair of headphones. Guys, I picked up this red color because I actually think they look really nice, but these come in a few different colors. Click on that link, you'll see all the colors. They actually even have some amazing patterns and collabs on these headphones. Now, again, they look really nice on. Check this out, right? I actually really like this color. I think it just fits my style. Now, how do they feel? You just saw me wear them. They have super soft padding here on the ear cups and right up here, super duper soft, okay? Now, I got a big noggin, okay? And the over-the-ear headphones fit me really well. So if you got a big noggin, you don't have to worry about it because these will fit you nicely. Now, before I get into how they sound, I want to talk about a couple features and what was in the box. Up to 50 hours of playtime. Guys, that's over 2 days of playtime on these headphones. That is really amazing, okay? So you can actually listen to these all day and listen to them the whole next day too, right? But again, up to 50 hours of playtime is amazing. You have active noise cancellation. We're going to get into that in a minute, but that works really well. On the headphones itself, look guys, you are getting all of these buttons right here. They all do something like volume up, volume down. You turn on the active noise cancellation. You actually have the Crusher setting right here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So you have access to all of those right on the headphones, okay? Now, I want to talk about what was in the box. In the box, you get this really nice soft carrying bag, okay? And the inside is super soft. And there are a couple pockets on the inside that you can actually put some of your cables in here. So you have a 3.5 to 3.5 audio jack, so you can actually run these wired. You have a USB-A to a USB-C charging cable. And guys, you also get the user manual and the quick start guide. Okay, now let's get into it. How do these sound? Guys, these sounded phenomenal. They sounded phenomenal and they felt phenomenal. I'll talk about that in a second. High highs, good crisp vocals, and deep bass. You are getting all of that with these headphones. Now the mids and the vocals definitely struggle when you up the bass. So you have complete control over how these sound, okay? Now me personally, I listen to a lot of music with a lot of bass and I tend to actually go up pretty high with my bass. So there were some instances where the mids were struggling, but that was on me, okay? That was on me. That wasn't the headphones. That was me pumping up the bass to where I probably went a little bit too high. But overall, these sounded phenomenal. They sounded phenomenal and they felt phenomenal. What am I meaning by felt phenomenal? These headphones have something called Crusher. Now, Crusher actually shakes the headphones a little bit to add and enhance the bass. That's why I said, guys, these are going to ruin other headphones for me because that whole sensory experience is absolutely amazing. Now, I want to get into the application because these connect, guys, to the Skull IQ application. And look at everything you can do in here, okay? Here, check this out. So in here, you have complete control over all of the features on the headphones. So SKULLCANDY actually has voice control. And when you have it on, you can say things like, hey, SKULLCANDY, and here's a list of some of the things that you can actually do. Okay, check that out. So you can say, hey, SKULLCANDY, and it'll activate it. Next, guys, you have complete control over the buttons. So you saw all those buttons. You actually can control every aspect of them and map them to whatever you want. I think that's pretty great. Next, hearing modes, right? So this is where you can control the active noise cancellation. And guys, there are 4 microphones that are actively listening and canceling out noises, which just works really well. So you can turn it off. You can activate the noise cancellation, and you can also change the intensity of the noise cancellation. So you have complete control over that noise cancellation. And then guys, you have this stay aware feature, which by the way, is an important safety feature. If you are traveling, if you are commuting, if you are walking or running, you should have that stay aware on because that's going to allow the headphones to pipe in outside sound so you can actually hear what's going on around you. Again, super important safety feature. I think that everybody should have that on, especially if they're commuting, especially if they're traveling. Stay aware at all times, guys. Next, the equalizer. So guys, there are 3 preset equalizers here. There's music, there's podcasts, there's movies, and there's also the custom equalizer. And if you know me, high bass, high treble, okay? Now this is where I got into a little bit of trouble with my mids, right? Because I like full on bass here. So I was able to then play with this to make these headphones sound amazing. I am just a big bass head, okay? There's just no way around it. But like, again, having this custom EQ allows me to really fine tune the sound. Now, guys, there's a couple other features on here like Find with Tile, which I think is a really good feature. But what I really want to focus on here is the Crusher feature. So guys, Crusher is the feature that actually shakes the headphones, okay? This is a real sensory experience. When you're listening to music and the bass activates, the Crusher feature essentially shakes the headphones and intensifies the bass. Guys, this I think really does ruin other headphones for me, okay? Because I don't think any other headphones do this, guys. This just gives you a full-on music experience. The bass that's coming through these headphones is just intensified with the Crusher, and you have complete control over the intensity. And we talked about the voice control. You can actually say, hey, SKULLCANDY, increase Crusher, and it will increase the Crusher. It's so good, okay? It really is. And there is a button on the headphones that actually allow you to increase and decrease the Crusher on the go. So you don't need to be in the application for that. But guys, this Crusher feature, amazing, okay? Amazing. All right, guys, so let's recap. The SKULLCANDY Crusher ANC 2. How do they look? Guys, these look amazing, okay? I love this red color, but they come in a couple of different colors that will fit your style. How do they feel? Super soft, super bendy, and then super padded on top. These feel really good. I got a big noggin. I can wear these for a long period of time. And guys, how do they sound? Guys, these sound really amazing. They not only sound amazing, but with that Crusher feature, these feel amazing, okay? High highs, amazing mids and vocals, and deep, true grumble bass. You are getting the full sensory experience with these headphones. Tino reviews, an absolute 2 thumbs up here, guys. The SKULLCANDY Crusher ANC 2s are amazing. Let me know if you have any questions. Hit me up in the comments. I'll catch you guys on the next one.